What's up, you guys? It's KeAmber Vaughn, aka Coach Key, coming back to you with another video. If you are new to my channel, welcome, and if you're not new, welcome back. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and also tap the bell so that you are notified of every new video that I post. So as you guys can tell by the title of this video and what you see on your screen right now, we are in episode 9 of the Dinner on a Budget series. As always, I'm showing you the ingredients. If you need the full ingredient list as well as the written out instructions, always check the description box for the blog post that is associated with this video and you will get all the details. So the first thing we're going to start off by doing is we're going to go ahead and put our butter into the pot. I'm doing this a little bit different. I'm doing a voiceover because my house was really loud at the time, so I hope you guys are okay with this. But after you put your butter into the pot, you're just going to go ahead and put your pot, the heat on medium, and go ahead and melt the butter. So now the butter is melted, so we're going to go ahead and put your meat in there. So I'm using turkey. As you guys can tell by most of my recipes, I do use turkey. You can do chicken with this if you like. I just don't really eat chicken very much. It messes with my hormones way too much, and I ain't got time for that. So now that your butter is melted, go ahead and add your meat in, and you guys will see me do that here. I use the rotisserie flavored turkey breast, if I'm not mistaken. And so after you have put all of your cut up meat, you do want to go ahead and cut it up first. That's what I would suggest. That way, when you're cooking it in the butter, it does cook all the way through without you having to, cook it, dice it up, and then start cooking it again. And so right here, what you'll see is that after my meat is pretty much done, there's a few pieces that are still kind of pink. I'm just using the spoon to go ahead and break it up into smaller pieces because this is going to be a soup. So you don't want the pieces of chicken or turkey or whatever meat that you're using to be too thick. And so after you have completely cooked your meat thoroughly, you want to go ahead and take a spoon and get the chicken or the turkey out of there. Now you could use a slatted spoon as well. It doesn't really matter, but I definitely suggest that you use a spoon to get it out instead of just like pouring it out, because you are going to want to keep the remaining butter in the pot if possible. Okay, so the reason you're going to go ahead and keep the butter in there is because after you have gotten all of your meat out of the pot, you're going to go ahead and put your diced onions in the pot and go ahead and cook them for just a couple of minutes until they start to brown just a little bit. Of course, you don't want them burnt or anything, but you want to go ahead and cook that in the remaining butter. And so it's been a couple of minutes and the onions, as you can see, have now started to turn colors. And so now you're going to go ahead and add your minced garlic. So silly me, I put 6 teaspoons of garlic in there instead of just doing 2 tablespoons. Don't judge me, okay? My mind was all over the place this day. And so once you have put your minced garlic in the pot with the onions, you want to go ahead and mix that together. And you're going to cook it for about a minute or two until you start to kind of smell the garlic. And so now you're going to go ahead and add your flour into the pot with the onions and the garlic, and you're going to go ahead and mix that up, and you're going to cook that for a few minutes until you start to see the flour start to turn brown a little bit. And so it's been a couple minutes now, and at this point you're going to go ahead and add in your turkey broth. And of course, if you're doing chicken, you can use chicken broth instead. Again, I use turkey because I don't really do chicken. And of course, silly me, I measured it out, not remembering that I bought the turkey broth in the same number of ounces that I needed. Again, my mind was everywhere else but where it was supposed to be. And so after you add your broth, you're going to go ahead and add your half and half in, and you're going to stir that up and cover it and cook that for about 10 minutes or so. I'm not sure. Check the description box for the instructions because I can't really remember. This was last Sunday or last Monday. But yeah, so after you have went ahead and let that sauce thicken up just a little bit, you're going to add in your tortellini. I used a whole packet of tortellini, and I decided to choose the kind that was, I think it was 3 cheese, but I know that they have some that's like spinach and cheese and stuff like that. I just decided to go the easy route with just the 3 cheese, and I kind of left it at that. And so you're going to go ahead and cover that and cook that, I know for sure, for 10 minutes until your tortellini is now softened so it is edible. And then after you have done that, you guys, I forgot to record this, but you can kind of see the meat in there. So after your tortellini has went ahead and cooked for 10 minutes, you're going to go ahead and add your meat in there, stir that up, and then you're just going to go ahead and add your seasonings. So at this point, I went ahead and I added some crushed red peppers, and then I also added some ground black pepper, and I added some, what is that stuff called? I think it's some like Creole seasoning or something. You guys will see that. And that was it. This was super duper tasty. And I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Let me tell y'all what I accidentally did. I left it on the stove on low for like a minute, like a long time. And of course, because it's gas, it just steady kept cooking. And so this ended up, the second day ended up turning into a pasta instead of a soup, but it was still really good. I can't even lie to you. But yeah, so after this, you're going to go ahead and cover it up and cook it for a couple more minutes just so it can finish like getting all the flavors into there. And that's really it, you guys. This was really simple, really to the point. And it was really good. And as always, on the next screen, you're going to see the ingredient list kind of listed out, as well as the prices for everything. And so you will see how much this meal costs to make altogether and how much it costs to make per serving. So like always, y'all, here is the list of ingredients and everything. Honestly, there is the half and half. I can't remember how much it was, and I forgot to keep my receipt. I just been, y'all, I've had a lot of stuff going on. So with the turkey breast, I'm pretty sure that is the turkey breast that cost me $8.48 because it comes with 2 big breast tenderloins. I only used 1. So that is why you see $4.24 on your screen. I did use the whole thing of turkey broth. And like I said, I think the half and half was $2, which actually would mean that it cost me $1 to use it for this particular recipe. So that means that the total cost comes up to $12.60, and I got 5 servings out of it, which would make this $2.52 per serving. And I did serve it with garlic bread, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, it was very filling because, of course, not just having the pasta, but also the meat in there. And I will definitely be making this again. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please thumbs up this video. And if you decide to try this recipe out, leave down in the comment section how it worked out for you. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, y'all.